So, dear children, now we are going to start revision videos for integers. So, let's start. Friends, you know that integers are a set of numbers which include 0, positive, natural numbers, and negative natural numbers. It is denoted by the letter Z. Like we are having 0 and all the positive integers to the right hand side of the 0 here, and the negative integers to the left hand side of the zeros, and so on. An integer can be a positive or a negative number. Every positive integer is greater than any negative number. And remember, 0 does not contain any sign. 0 is less than every positive integer. As the same, 0 is greater than the negative integers. And -1 is the greatest negative integer. And we know that 0 is greater than every negative integer. And very important, 0 is neither positive nor negative. It does not have any sign. So integers are the set of numbers which include positive integers, negative integers along with a 0. Now we will revise the properties of integers for addition and subtraction. First we will see closure property. For the closure property, the sum of two integers must be an integer. Then only it is going to be closed under the addition. For example, when you are going to add any two integers, like suppose a and b, so the sum is going to be again a integer itself. Like we are having 2 plus 3, 5. I am having 2 plus minus of 3, negative 3. So when we are having one positive integer, one negative integer, you need to do subtraction and give the sign of bigger number. So here -1 will come. Then next -2 plus 3. We'll do the subtraction. And the bigger number sign here, bigger number is 3, so we will get 1. And when you are going to add both the negative integers, minus of 2, you are going to add with minus of 3, you need to add there. Addition will give 5 and you have to keep the common signs minus as it is. Now we are having closure property under subtraction. Yes, if the difference between two integers, like we are having two integers a and b, their difference is also going to be an integer. Like for example, we are having 7 minus 2, that's 5. Here in this example we are having 7 minus of 2. So this minus and minus will give the plus. So 7 plus 2, what will write? 9. Then next we are having -7 minus 2. That's going to give you minus of 9. -7 minus of -2. So what we are having? -7 minus of minus plus 2 here in this situation. So here one negative integer is there, one positive integer is there. So we will perform the subtraction and the subtraction will give you 5. And the bigger number is 7 is here, so 7 will contain minus sign, so we will give minus. Now next we are having commutative property. If we change the order of the integers while adding, then also the result is the same. So in addition, when you are going to do addition, the order does not matter. Like I want to add p with a q. The result is going to be the same as q is going to add in p. So for any integers p and q, p plus q is equal to q plus p. The order change does not give the different result. There is no different answer after changing the order of the numbers. Like here you are going to add 23 with a minus of 30, you will get -7. Again, if suppose you are going to add minus of 30 plus 23, the answer will be same. Like for example, 5 plus 4 is 9. In the same way, 4 plus 5 is also 9. Now next is, there is no difference after the changing the order of the numbers in the addition, but very very important, subtraction is not commutative. Subtraction is not going to give the same result. Like p minus q will give the different result as of q minus of p. Here you are going to get a different answer. For example, I am going to remove 2 from 7. I'll get 5. Okay. And suppose I'm going to remove 5 minus 2. That give the different result. Here it will give positive 3 and it will give here negative 3. So 2 minus of 5 will give minus 3 and that of 5 minus 2 will give you 3. So subtraction commutative is not there. Commutative property falls under the subtraction. The next is associative property. If we change the grouping of an integers while adding in case of more than 2 integers, the result is same. Like here, for any 3 integers p, q and r, p plus in bracket q plus r is equal to p plus q plus r. Means here if you are having more than 2 integers, the result is going to same. You can change the order. You can make a group of first 2 and add the last third one, or you can make a last 2 and you can add in the first. The answer is going to be the same. Like here you are having example. Here I have made a group of 2 and 3, that gives 5. Then add 4 in that, that's 5 plus 4 9. And here you have add last 2, that is 3 plus 4 7, and then you have add 2 into that, that is 9. 9 is equal to 9. The result is same under the addition. So associative property is going to be true for the addition. Next we are having additive identity. So if we are going to add 0 to an integer, any integer, say p is there, you are going to add 0 in that. So you are going to get the integer itself. So 0 is going to call additive identity. Like example, 2 plus 0 gives a 2, minus 7 plus 0 gives a minus 7. So if we add 0 to an integer, we get the same integer as the answer. So 0 is going to call additive identity. So friends, here we have again revised all the properties of addition and subtraction for the integers. Hope you have understood it. Thank you.